It wasn't the loss that bothered Coco Gauff the most, it was what everyone saw afterward. After an emotional defeat, cameras caught a rare outburst from the tennis star, and now Coco Gauff is speaking out about her frustration with the decision to air that moment. Was it fair? Was it necessary? Or did it cross a line between sport and privacy? In a game where pressure is relentless and emotions run high, Gauff's reaction has sparked a bigger conversation about athletes, vulnerability, and media responsibility. Stay with us as we break down what Coco Gauff said, why it matters, and how this moment reflects the intense reality of life at the top of tennis. The 21-year-old two-time major winner discussed the viral moment following her 6-1, 6-2 defeat to Alina Svitolina at the Australian Open. U.S. tennis star Coco Gauff has voiced her frustrations following the decision to air her outburst following her game loss to Ukrainian Alina Svitolina during the Australian Open yesterday, January 27. Gauff, the 21-year-old French Open champion, suffered a monumental 6-1, 6-2 defeat to Svitolina, as she made 26 unforced errors in just 59 minutes. Understandably disappointed with the score as a two-time major winner, Gauff was noticeably upset following the quarterfinal loss after leaving the Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne. Once thinking she was out of sight and away from the cameras off-court, the athlete went around a corner to let off some steam by repeatedly smashing her racket off a concrete ramp. Unfortunately for Gauff, there's not much space in Rod Laver Arena other than the changing rooms that is beyond the view of the cameras. The incident was quickly broadcast on TV and social media, prompting Gauff to issue a statement on the lack of privacy for players. Speaking during her post-match news conference, the tennis champion explained, "I tried to go somewhere where there was no cameras. I kind of have a thing with the broadcast. I feel like certain moments, the same thing happened to Aryna Sabalenka, after I played her in the final of the US Open, I feel like they don't need to broadcast." She continued, "I tried to go somewhere where I thought there wasn't a camera, because I don't necessarily like breaking rackets, but I lost, 6-1 and 6-2. I broke one racket in a quarterfinal or round of 16 of the French Open, I think, and I said I would never do it again on court, because I don't feel like that's a good representation. I tried to go somewhere where they wouldn't broadcast it, but obviously they did. So maybe some conversations can be had, because I feel like at this tournament the only private place we have is the locker room." She took the time to praise her opponent Svitolina, adding, "I just felt like all the things I do well, I just wasn't doing well today. The backhand wasn't firing. Forehand wasn't really firing. Returns. There was just a lot that didn't go well today. I credit it to her because she forced me to play like that. It's not like I just woke up and, yeah, today was a bad day, but bad days are often caused by your opponent. So she did well." Gauff went on to say that she should have been able to let out her frustration, rather than taking it out at her team. "They're good people. They don't deserve that, and I know I'm emotional," she acknowledged. "I just took the minute to go and do that. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I said, I don't try to do it on court in front of kids and things like that, but I do know I need to let out that emotion. Otherwise, I'm just going to be snappy with the people around me, and I don't want to do that, because, like I said, they don't deserve it. They did their best. I did mine. Just need to let the frustration out." Tyler has reached out to the Australian Open press team for comment.